Hi. Are you ready to hear a shocking story?
We are not doing one of these videos again. Told myself we're not doing one of these videos again. That's a no. No, do not go into the intro, I swear to fucking God. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? It is your favorite cyberbully, Mimic here. And I just want to ask you guys to forgive me for the shitty upload schedule I've had for the couple of months. I'm just blown away with the response that we had on the Calling Kobe Bryant at 3 a.m. video. I swear that 650 views on it, it really made my day. For such a small YouTuber, I haven't even, put myself out there yet, and I already have 7 subscribers and everything like that. So I'm very grateful, so thank you guys very much. And after being grateful, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will remind you throughout the video. And thank you guys, and enjoy the video.
Well, I'm about to tell you one. Although you might just simply laugh at me when I finish. So, my name is Maxine.
Not even 3 seconds into the fucking video and I'm already dying of cancer. Like, seriously, I was just diagnosed with cancer. I have 6 months to live. Her voice literally gave me AIDS. Her voice sounds like my mom when my dad refused to pay child support on my ass.
I'm 17, and I'm going to the college in my hometown after graduation. No need to move far away from home. Furthermore, my father is a professor there. My father plays a very important part in my story, and I love him very much, regardless of everything that happened. That's why I want you to get to know him better.
No, fuck that. We are not listening to her ugly-ass fucking voice explain about what her dad played a part in her story. You can listen to what she said, and where I'm going to leave an original link in the description, but we're time-slapping to this. Nope, this is going to take way too fucking long, so let's just skip to the good part. How about that?
And the fact that they never got down. I like John a lot, and I enjoyed the fact that he began to visit us very often.
Is it just me, or is this giving me some really, like, vibes, like, for real? You know, like the nice little videos with the scrolly screen. I'll give you an example of the scrolly screen that says, like, want to see more of her? Visit www.visitme.com. Alright, bad joke, I understand. Alright, let this video kill me off before the coronavirus does.
We had a huge house anyway, while there was enough room for everybody, so it never caused any inconvenience. On the contrary, actually, it was much more lively when John was around. A few months passed, and I could not imagine our life without John. He loved theater almost as much as my father and I did, and he helped me with my Spanish. He helped my father with his library research. He played with our dog, who seemed to simply adore him. And I was nothing but happy when my father told me, in his usual joking manner, that John visited us so often that it would be better and smarter if he just moved in and lived with us, instead of paying somebody else for an apartment somewhere else. And that was the story of how John moved in with us. And to see him at home, with all of us creating a small crowd in the kitchen while cooking breakfast, teasing each other, arguing about who's next to go food shopping, and finally, just going together. I have no idea at what exact moment I fell in love with him. I told you I'm 17, and all of this had nothing to do with a little girl falling in love with daddy's old man friend nonsense.
The word daddy, describing a person's father, coming out of a 17-year-old, I never want to hear again. That literally made me puke in my mouth whenever I heard her say that. Especially whenever I think of, like, her mom, when her dad was butt-fucking her, saying that. Like, God.
Girl falling in love with daddy's old man friend nonsense. Well, at least I didn't think so. Anyway, I couldn't find any reason why John and I couldn't be together. We got along really well, and he was so much like my father, who was, in turn, an ideal of a man for me. And John was already like part of our family. There was only one problem. I could not figure out how he felt about me. He told me nice and flattering things pretty often. He never avoided my company, but that was all. So I decided that he must be very well-mannered and therefore just didn't know how to behave in any other way with the young daughter of his best friend. And for me, It really only added more points to his charismatic personality. So nothing held me back from dreaming that if he liked me too, I could have a chance to marry the best man in the world. So there was just one little thing that remained, to work up the courage and clear things up.
Hell yeah, you go, girl. Ask out the man who probably doesn't even like you back. But judging by the title of this video, he probably does. And they probably do end up hooking up later in the story. I haven't watched it, so I guess that we'll figure it out.
Well, fortune favors the brave. I couldn't have picked a better moment. My dad was gone for 2 days with his students, and John and I were left alone. John was working on the computer in his room, and I was trying to be creative in the kitchen, mostly to calm my nerves down. But I also thought this dinner should be good enough in case it turned out to be romantic. Or at least we could eat some good food while making fun of such a ridiculous thing as unrequited love, like two grown-up people.
Okay, so I just have to ask, how old is this dude? Like, she said she's 17, right? If he's like in his 30s or 20s, like, isn't that illegal? Okay.
Humming something under my nose, I set the table and told John that dinner was ready. He came down looking tired. His eyes were red, but they came alive as soon as he saw the food. I was talking casually, but inside I was tense, like a bowstring strung tight. I was looking for the best moment, when suddenly I said in the same casual tone, "John, there's something I've wanted to tell you for a long time. I like you a lot. What do you think? Is there any chance that you and I could be together?" John suddenly became very serious and confused. He gave me a strange look and said very slowly, "Maxine, I thought you knew that your father and I are a couple."
Okay, what the actual fuck? This story has gotten me invested now. Holy shit. I mean, the story is, not her voice. Her voice creeps me out a little bit. I don't know what to think. I would crack gay jokes, but I don't really want to be mean here. What's your name again? I forgot. Whatever your name is, he's probably just dating him for the money. Shoot your shot, go. You go. Oh, fuck. Shoot your shot, girl. You go. Man, I messed up there, didn't I?
Actually, we thought, when I first moved in and you took it so welcoming. This is very stupid, but at first I decided that this must be some kind of a joke. Well, this joke was not so hot, but any would do when the alternative is, "Thank you, but I do not like you at all." But John said something totally different. "Maxine, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But I'm so sorry." You know, I am very proud of myself. I did not run away in tears. I did not make a scene when my father came back. Actually, when your life turns upside down because you were so stupidly blind, it can only be your fault. Nevertheless, I talked to my father, and he was very upset and full of regret that he didn't talk to me and tell me straight out.
Yeah, this whole entire story is kind of the dad's fault. Like, I'm sorry for making fun of the girl, but, like, not telling the girl is kind of a bad move, don't you think? I mean, I wouldn't think that my dad's gay, especially coming out of a, straight relationship or a straight marriage. It's kind of weird, don't you think?
But just with humorous hints here and there, well, neither he nor John are to blame. It's just that they never even considered the chance that his daughter would fall in love with her father's boyfriend. Who would have thought, right? I wish I could be far away from this town and from the two men who I love so much, and who would feel better without me. But as I said, our house is big enough for us to avoid each other until one day we can laugh at what happened, like 3 grown-up people.
What a goddamn story. That is the first time I've ever watched one of these things through. It kind of put me on the edge here. It kind of interested me. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I'll leave the original link in the description in case you wanted to listen to it without my retarded comedy. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and comment whatever video you want to do next. And I will also leave my Instagram, Twitter, in the description. As always, resolve that issue. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mimic is out.